Okay. Nice to see you, Marcus.
Yeah.
So what I would like to talk about today is the good old beet juice thing. I know that we've known about it for a long time and we've kind of done like game day stories, but I don't think we've ever done like an in-depth story on it. So I guess you take a shot of beet juice before you play, or just tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, our strength coach does a really good job of just making sure everybody's ready for the game. And unfortunately, we have to drink a shot of beet juice for every game. And that's a no-go for me. I mean, I just hold my breath and just do my best to drink all of it. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. But yeah, it's just a real game tradition, I guess.
Yeah, I think it looks like it started in like 2016 or something like that. But
Oh, really? I didn't know
pushing
that.
Yeah. So and I know that hydration, it seems to be a really big part that they push for this trip too, as well, just to
Yeah.
kind of fight the altitude. So tell me, I mean, do you feel like you're up, drinking more water than you normally would and being more conscious about it?
Yeah, I mean, after every meal or film session we have, they're just pushing water on us. Make sure you get an extra bottle, just things like that. And, yeah, they do a really good job of making sure everybody's hydrated and ready to go.
And last one for me, I guess, so your impression of the altitude, do you think the beet juice really helps? And does the altitude affect you at all? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the beet juice really helps, and like just everywhere or just like different places we
Just
play.
at Wyoming, I guess, does it
At
seem like it's,
Wyoming,
more noticeable?
yeah. I remember last year I had a really hard time playing in Wyoming, just getting adjusted to the altitude. Um, but after that first win, I was good. So I definitely felt the altitude the first time, but I think I'll be all right for this next game.
Hey, Marcus, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Coach Rice has talked a lot about mindfulness and, really trying to keep you guys in the moment through stuff. Is he doing like yoga and meditation and stuff with you guys?
No, not at all.
Okay. So how does that mindfulness kind of, how does he get you guys in that headspace?
Um, I mean, we have a lot of veterans on this team, and it's really just taking it day by day and staying in the moment. Like you said, like he said, it's a really big thing we're focusing on this year. Like we're not worrying about March, we're not worrying about none of that. We're just taking it one game at a time. And if we do that, just focus on one game at a time, we'll be all right and we'll be where we need to be.
Couple months back, what was your first impression of Tyson when you first met him and first played with him?
I knew it was going to be special. Like everybody says, he's not an ordinary freshman. He has a great feel for the game, high basketball IQ for a freshman. And man, he puts in a lot of work, and I'm happy that it's paying off, and he's doing great things for this team.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it before, like your high school and first college coach might, have more NBA wins than most people ever experience. What did you learn from playing under two guys with that much NBA experience, and how has that helped you?
It's helped me a lot on and off the court, just how to handle myself, dealing with pressure, dealing with outside noise. Um, Also, different parts of my game, just being a leader. Sometimes you don't have to lead. Sometimes you'll have to lead by example. Man, just really every part of my game. Being a point guard, being a guard, just yeah, just things like that.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
BJ, you want to jump in, and then Prater?
What's up, Marcus?
How you doing, BJ?
Doing pretty good, man. Hey, when I was in high school, we called it the Vlade Divac drill, where we just practice taking charges. Do you guys we see Tyson take all those charges? Do you guys actually practice that much, or what's it take to take a good charge?
Man, it's a great feeling, especially Burns, man. Burns gets so hyped when we take charges, and Deggy is amazing at taking charges, as you guys seen. The Fresno game, I don't know. I don't think I ever seen anybody take 5 charges in one game, and that's He's a freshman. That's crazy. But we don't really practice taking charges from what I remember. I remember last year we did a little bit, but this year we haven't at all.
What just silencing the crowd. I know we've talked about that, but going to some of these road venues, and it's probably going to be pretty crazy on Thursday. What is it about this team that embraces the big crowds and the atmospheres, and you guys don't seem to get intimidated when a team's going on a run and you guys, got to call timeout or something? Why is that?
Yeah, man, everybody's just calm, cool, and collected. Like I said earlier, we have a lot of vets on this team. We know that it's not how you start a game, it's how you finish it. And I'm not gonna say we're a second half team, but we do really good in the second half. And we just don't let those small things rattle us. We just play our game and just stay poised the whole game.
How much did the extra couple of days to rest here kind of help you guys, or would you have rather just kept it rolling, or is it going to be nice to have, 6 days off or whatever going into Thursday?
No, man. Well, we obviously love playing basketball, but we love this rest. Our bodies for sure needed it. Some of us are banged up, and this rest was clutch for us, honestly.
And my final thing, we did see you kind of grimacing and holding your hand a little bit coming off in the Fresno game, and you went to the locker room and then came back, and obviously the rest is history. But what was that the previous injury, I guess? And is that still affecting you, or?
Yeah, that was the previous injury that I had. And it just he kind of like elbowed my hand like right on that spot. And I just kind of swelled up a little bit during the game. I just had to go back to the locker room, had our trainer, Adam, look at it, and he just taped what had to be taped, and it was good to go.
But you're not worried about it lingering or being an issue moving forward, or?
No, I'll be okay.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus, I wanted to go back to what BJ was talking about in terms of the offensive charges.
Mhm.
There's a few plays in basketball that can really fire up a team, a monster dunk, depending on the timing. But it seems like taking that offensive charge is certainly at the top of that list. What does that do emotionally for a team when you see just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It doesn't really matter, but it's a pretty emotional play.
Yeah, it frustrates the team really. I mean, we don't like when teams take charges on us. And man, T. Deggy did a great job at frustrating Fresno that game. And yeah, it really helps when people like to sacrifice their body like that, and helped us a lot.
You said you guys don't really spend a lot of time taking charges in practice or working on that.
Mhm.
Is it a DNA thing in terms of, can you teach that? Or is that something that just an athlete possesses, that extra gene where they're going to sacrifice their body? Is it a combination of both, or is it more of just kind of what's inside of an athlete's head?
It's definitely a combination of both. You have to be willing to sacrifice your body for the team. And also, there's a lot of skill to go with it as well. You have to beat your man to the spot and just take that contact and absorb it and kind of sell it to the refs, really. And T. Deggy's done a great job of doing that. I mean, our whole team really has done a great job of doing that this whole season. So,
Marcus, thank you.
Go Will Hall.
Hey, Marcus, how would you describe the chemistry that you guys have as a team?
I said this earlier, but I think everybody's just so connected and everybody's just bought into this program, and everybody doesn't have a different agenda. I'll just say that. Everybody's just so focused on one goal, and that's to win every game and just play our hearts out every game. That's what we do.
Just purely curious, who's your favorite NBA player to watch and why?
Favorite NBA player to watch, like all time, and then right now, or?
Why don't we do both?
Okay, that's hard. I mean, Kobe Bryant was my favorite player growing up, and Allen Iverson. And right now, I like to watch a lot of players, study their games. Let's name a few: Steph Curry, Kyrie, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum as well. Yeah.
Thanks, Marcus.
Johnny, you want to jump in for one? Bob,
Yeah, I
I
just
don't
got
know if you had any follow-ups either, Bob.
Yeah, I just got one on the charge discussion, Marcus. You said earlier to BJ that you guys don't really have any type of drill where you practice taking a charge. If that is the case, why do you think this team is so heady and comes up with taking all these charges this season if that's not something you practice?
Man, just I don't know, man. Like this team will do anything it takes to win, and sometimes you gotta take charges, and that's what we do, man. And I guess we're just, like I said, we're just so bought in and connected, and we also see how the game is being called this year, and I'm not gonna say we're taking advantage of it, but we're doing a good job of just selling it, I guess. I don't know.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I did have one on Wyoming, Marcus. So what's the greatest challenge of facing Wyoming? You just faced them a real tough game and you got them coming back up. Well, what do they do best, and what's the hardest thing about playing them?
Hardest thing about playing them, I'd say, is just they have a lot of weapons. They got that post-up game. They got a 6-7 point guard, but we got a 6-8 point guard. So they got Maldonado, EK's a beast in the post area. They got shooters like Jeffries and Dussel. So it's just, we got to stay locked in the whole game. Can't let them kick it out to shooters like they do. And yeah, just stay locked in.
Why'd you guys win the first one, you think?
We made free throws. Man, we just played really good defense, and we finished. That's what we've been really good at doing this year, is just finishing the game.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's what we did.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Any quick follow-up from Marcus before I let him go?
Hey, grab one.
Yeah, real quick.
Marcus, I was talking to Jovan Blackshear, and he was saying that you guys, in the summer would do a bunch of workouts and stuff together. And there was one where you had to make like 10 in a row from 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
What, can you take me through that drill and what went into it?
There was a bunch of drills like that, but I think he's talking about the ball screen drill, where you come off a ball screen. It's to finish the workout. You got to come off the ball screen, and then just one dribble pull up right, one dribble pull up left, and you got to make 10 in a row before you get to go home. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. We've been doing that for a while, and yeah, man, we just compete. Me and Jovan, man, we're really good friends. It's just great to work out with such a young talent like that, and I'm happy to see what he's doing this year for his team, and just hope for a good year for him.
How long would it take you to make 10 in a row?
Man, I say like 2-3 times. Maybe I'll go through that drill.
Damn.
3 times most, yeah.
Wow.
That's max.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, I got you out here a minute early.
All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate you.